Welcome back, everybody. Today I thought I would do something fun. I've been working on this project for a while and I finally got the apothecary finished. And I thought I'd give you a little tour and also talk with you a little bit about how we can all find a way to make space to do the things we want to do. Sometimes we just have to kind of think outside the box. So let's start here. And this is the entrance to my apothecary. These doors are actually a former headboard that we screwed together and turned into a doorway. And this room is actually the former dining room. In the 90s, it was very popular to do a formal dining room and then like an eat-in kitchen. And we just used the eat-in kitchen portion of it. So I took over the formal dining room. It's not a very big room, but it works. And these just basically act as like an accordion door to separate the room off. Over here, now you've seen Herod before. He's the peace lily. And he's doing very healthy in here. Him and his girlet are doing very, very well. And I'll introduce you to some of the new additions here. Over here is my altar. And this is what I would call a day-to-day altar. I'm getting ready. We've got Midsummer coming up, June 20th, and we're going to do a big celebratory video on that one that I'm anxious to bring you guys along with. I think it's going to be really fun. And so this has just my crystals, my Divine Feminine statue, the candles, as you can see right here. I tend to implement, and this is something that I think we can all take a page from, is use what is at your disposal. In the grocery store, you can buy these Virgin Mary candles, which is a Catholic thing, and that's great. But I use them for my altar to represent the Divine Feminine. So I've got my crystals, I've got my chakra crown singing bowl over here. And I've got some more crystals over here and just my altar candles. And then coming around over here, I'm going to back up. I've worked pretty hard on setting up this entire wall as the apothecary. I'm going to take you through it step by step, but it's been quite the process. Let me move my chair out of the way because it's also my studio, but got quite a bit done in here since we last spoke about the apothecary. The original cupboard that I showed you as my apothecary before is now actually a working storage cabinet for apothecary materials and for things, let me turn the light on here, for things such as you can see over here, like the vodka for tinctures, sweet almond oil, glycerin, of course. Here's Scooby Lou, the kombucha. She's about ready to be bottled off, so I'm very excited about that. And I have also up here quite a few of the, at the very top here, I have the tinctures that you and I made together. And those are about ready to be decanted and bottled up, so I'm very excited about that. And over here on the right-hand side, I have some already ready-made tinctures and a couple of essential oils that I've used in the past. The one with the green lid that you can see right there, that is something that I got as a kit. So it's got it's like a travel kit. So it's got stuff for headaches, upset tummies, motion sickness, rashes, coughs, anything that you can take on a trip, and it's kind of in that box. It's a wonderful little kit that I bought. And if I can remember who I got it from, I will put the link in the description. And then over here to the left, I have a couple of finished items that we made together, like the Working Hands hand balm. And down below here, of course, I've got my extra burner set up. And I've got down here the pint jars of different herbs that I use. And down below are some finished oils and then the rest of my essential oils. And things like carrier oils, like vitamin E oil, that kind of thing. Now from there, I expanded out a great deal. And what you see before you basically are bookcases that I got on the cheap from Walmart. And I just assembled them myself, and they've turned out to be exceptionally good for storing jars of herbs and that kind of thing. Now, for the benefit of the video, I have my windows open right now so that, you know, the light is good. But generally, I would keep the blinds pulled so that I don't have a lot of direct sunlight or light in general on my herbs and that kind of thing. So at the top, I've got some lovely goddess statues and just some things that I use. Again, some crystal towers right there. And here are the twins, the Pothos twins. They're relatively brand new. I got them within the last month, and I'm just loving their energy. And I've got my salt lamp, and then, of course, a few more of my crystals. And this is Herman Herbert, as I call him. You've met him. And then I've got the rest of my herbs. That's a selenite tower. I always mispronounce selenite. I don't know why. But as you can see, I've got a nice assortment of herbs that I've managed to get together over time, either growing them myself or getting them from a reputable source. I've got my itty bitty tiny mortar and pestle that I use for very small projects. And I've got stirring spoons that are specifically for the apothecary. I've got my heart chakra singing bowl. I've got some more herbs and herbs down here as well. And over here, some more of my goddess statues up here. And then over here, I have more of my apothecary equipment. I do use a lot of beakers. I've got a lot of this kind of thing so that I can have precise measurements when I'm making tinctures and combining them into specific formulas. And again, more herbs. And I have some of my favorite herbal books that I use. I've got a couple out right now that I'm using to do some research on. Some books on nutritional healing and how to make some green witchcraft formulas that I have created over the years. And these are just some reference books that I use. And of course, I've got down here more herbs and things that I use. This right here is handcrafted. It's from my great-grandfather. And it's a pipe that he made. It's pretty old. It's very old. Some more research books, some lapis chips down there, and some more herbs over here. And at the windows, I love these things. I just recently got these. I got some stained glass hangers for the window, so I've got that. And I actually have a couple more in the living room and a couple more in a drawer that I haven't found a home for yet. Here's my crow. I love crows so much. They're all over in our yard. We love them. And over here is my scrying mirror. It used to be a black mirror. An interesting story. It was a black mirror and it did not get used. And over time, the black part of the mirror disappeared. And now it's just a regular mirror. And that's a true story. The black mirror disappeared and it became a regular mirror. It's a very strange thing, but it is actually very true. It was not used for a couple of years and it was stored away. And when I found it again, I unpacked it and it was a regular mirror. Take that for what it is. Yeah. And over here in these drawers, I tend to put my equipment in bags, extra bottles that I can use for another project. Again, bowls, funnels. This one is just going to be some finished products. Over here, more equipment, measuring cups, and little saucepans, as you've seen me use before. More equipment, scales, that kind of thing. And down here is all of my bottles and things that I decant all of the tinctures into, and jars for salves, that kind of thing. And then, of course, up here I found this lovely offering plate. Again, a lot of this stuff you're seeing, aside from the actual herbs and the jars that the herbs are sitting in, a lot of it came from thrift stores and estate sales, and for cheap. So I highly advocate just keeping your eyes open for those special little deals that you'll find. It does not have to be brand new. It does not have to be expensive. Magic is what you make of it. And when you want to do something like this, you want a designated spot to practice, to have your things, manifest it. It will come to you. Manifest it. Ask the universe for it. It'll come. So in here, I've got, as you've seen before, I've got herbs. This is the Itty Bitty Apothecary right here. And of course, my book that I put all of my formulas in. And this book, actually, I did get, I got this off of Etsy several years ago, and it's from an Australian company. I don't remember their name offhand, and it's not marked on the book. But this is a lapis stone. It is real. And the book is just wonderful. The attention to detail that they did is just absolutely beautiful. And they did not really charge like an exorbitant amount for real. It was actually quite affordable. These I got, these are kind of fun. These are individual little cards that have different things on them. And I haven't decided what I want to do with them yet, but I feel projects happening with these guys. They're almost like little postcards, but I haven't decided what I want to do with them yet. And of course, my oil lamp. I said the plate here, and you know the big mortar and pestle, just some statues, a little candle. I do have some plaques here with medicinal herbs, more crows, and kitchen witchery. I don't know if you can see if I can get, there you go. Now you can see it. I love this picture. It reminds me of my cat, Vinny. He's a black cat, and it's just, was meant to be. When I saw this picture, I thought, yep, self-portrait of my kitty cat. So, and over the top of my desk is, of course, crows. I love crows so much. And let's see here. I think that's about all that there. And over here is where I do all of my, well, I do all of my editing from a laptop. But over here is my mic to do voiceovers and that kind of thing. And everything's hooked up. All I have to do is plug it in if I need to do a voiceover. And over here is another beautiful painting. This one's actually signed. Let me see if I can get situated so you can see it. I love this portrait. It's very much the goddess. I love this painting so much, and it's signed. Beautiful, beautiful work from this artist. And up here are some more metal signs that I managed to come across. Are just, I love them. They're just cute and has a great vibe to them. There's a picture of my grandmother and my little Albert, who passed away many years ago. And that's his urn right there. And next to that is a plaque for my familiar Lucy, who passed away many years ago as well. I keep that in my apothecary at all times. And I think finally up here is a candlestick. And why am I showing you a candlestick? Because it is about 100 years old. It weighs about 50 pounds. It's solid brass, and it's a magnificent candlestick. I found it again in a thrift store, and it really spoke to me and demanded I take it home. It's one of the very old ones that has the hollow. They're hollow all the way through, but they're still like the entire candlestick is brass. So it's a neat piece. I love that piece. So as you can see, back here is where I keep my little bit of equipment, like light stands and camera stands and that kind of thing. Then down here is our mundane reality of let's have 500 extension cords at all times. So there's that. But this is the apothecary. This is where literally all the magic happens. I do all of my magical workings in here for the most part. I do all of my apothecary work in here, and I do all of my recording work in here. So I'm glad you came along with me. I love having you guys join me, and thank you for being here. And I love spending time with you guys. And just so you remember, with midsummer coming up, I'm going to be doing a long video. We're going to be doing a lot of celebratory magic. We're going to be doing some different spells, some celebration ideas, some menu ideas, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a blast, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. Everyone, please take care. I love you guys. Blessings to you and yours. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next time.